Hey, in this episode, I want to talk to you guys about getting more done in less time. This is going to be super valuable on getting stuff done and organizing your day, getting further in your music career. Do not miss this. This is going to be a good one. I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base. So hey guys, I'm just driving and recording, multitasking, dangerous. Just dropped my daughter off at school. And I was reading the Bible last night. Yes, I was reading the Bible. I am a Christian. And the Bible has so much to say about business. It has so much to say about health. It has so much to say about money, life, so many good things. And one of the things that I sometimes get confused with is that, God said to work 6 days and he rested on the seventh. It didn't say to work 5 days and rest on the sixth and seventh day. It said he worked 6 days and rested on the seventh. And I know in our society, some people say, we only work 5 days a week and they don't work on the Saturday and they don't work on the Sunday. And so some people, I think, don't, and they expect their dreams to happen, but there's a whole day that they're not working and that they should be. Or could be, to move their dream forward, but they fully check out on the Saturday and Sunday and just live for that Saturday and Sunday. And then there's the other side of it where people just hustle, and they work all 7 days a week, and then they burn out, and then again, they kind of fall behind on their dreams and not getting to where they want to go. So where's the happy medium? Well, I'd like to say that I think that God knows the best, and, it's funny, I think I always just saw that he worked 5 days, I think, is what I don't even know what I thought it said, but it said he worked 6 days. And so what I have decided to do, because I find myself sometimes working on Sundays, sending out an email or doing something, and, and I really think it's important to rest, because when you go hard all the time, your body is not at its peak performance. When you don't give it time to rest, like our bodies were designed to take a rest bite. I was actually watching this video of this girl, I think it was Bethany Hamilton. She's this pro surfer, and she was sitting in this freezing cold water of ice, like a bath of ice, because supposedly it's really good for her body to heal itself and all this stuff, because of all the training and different things she does. Well, just like your body needs rest from all the physical activity and training. That's why it's not good to train every single day and beat the junk out of your muscles and not letting them the rest to rebuild themselves. Our minds are the same thing. Our emotions are the same thing. And that's why it's so good to unplug, and especially even unplug from social media and unplug from the television and media and stuff. And so I encourage you, unless like you have to work on the Sunday because, that's your schedule for your job, but choose a day where you are completely unplugged from work. And, I promise you, when you go back at it, whether it's on the Monday or whatever, the day off, after the day off that you took, you will be more focused. You'll have more clarity because you've given your mind a break. And I really find that my subconscious just goes to work on stuff for me. And one of the rhythms that I'm getting into right now, which has been really good for me, is I've been trying to go to bed as many hours before 12 as possible. I went to bed at 9:30 last night, and I felt amazing this morning. I woke up at 5:45, did some exercise, listened to something inspirational, and then I headed out to Starbucks to get some work done. And then I was able to drive home, get a bunch of work done, promote a new song that I was releasing today as I'm recording this, and then go back and hang out with my daughter, drive her to school. And now I'm just going home right now while I'm recording this podcast for you. But man, getting to bed early and then waking up and smashing it, as opposed to because I was really just out of it, and I wanted to do more work, but I knew that my best work is done when I'm fully recharged, when I'm fully rested. And so I really don't believe in this only getting 6 hours, 5 hours sleep and beating it. Like, it's just proven with science, and so many people that I respect that have done the research and know, and just from personal experience, I know I do not operate at optimal levels with only 5-6 hours of sleep. And if you're listening to this and you're saying, I operate fine on 5 or 6 hours. Well, let me ask you this: are you rich? Do you got a successful music career? Are you debt free like I am? Are you making multiple 6 figures, sometimes 7 figures a year? No, you're probably not, or else you probably wouldn't even be listening to this podcast. And if you are making that or more, you probably shouldn't be listening to me, and you should be listening to someone who's making 8 figures, okay? I'm extremely successful. I'm in the 1-2% of successful people. I don't say that to brag. I just say that look, I've lived a little bit, like I'm freaking 40 years old. I've been through hell and back, and I'm trying to help you. And so I'm trying to kind of break some false beliefs and some beliefs that maybe you believe and you think you're winning, but why don't you just try it? Try getting proper sleep. And you may be saying, I don't have a choice, my schedule and this and that. And I get that. I understand that, But is there things that you're doing that aren't as important, or that might feel important, but they're not really moving the dial, okay? I was literally just leaving a message for my friend about I'm releasing new songs and, it's growing and I'm doing a new album and a Kickstarter. But I was saying to him, is there even higher leverage activities that I can be doing? Like, sometimes we do things and it feels like we're doing stuff, but is it really moving the needle? When I really pull back and look at what I've done over the last few months, what has really moved the needle for me? And honestly, taking the time to rest and think and spend some time slowing down as opposed to just go and saying, wow, you know what? I spent a lot of time on this and it didn't really bring me the results I wanted. It didn't, but this did, and this thing did over here. So why don't I do more of that, because that brought in the real big results, and I'll give you a prime example. Not all radio stations are created equal. Some really move the needle, some don't. Not all songs are created equal. And I've realized that, some songs that I release do better than others, and, some don't. So I need to focus on the stuff that really does work. Like for me, honestly, sometimes it seems like the rock songs tend to do a lot better for me as far as my fans. But the hip-hop songs tend to do better for me for TV and film. And, it's just knowing these small little things and adjustments that we can make to move things forward. Just because, someone says to do something and it worked for them doesn't necessarily mean it will work for you either. And I'm not saying, what I've seen is not going to work for you or anything like that. I'm not trying to discredit even what I've just said. But, you want to look at your life and really look at what has worked and what hasn't. And if you want change, well, then you got to try and do something differently, right? The definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Well, I want different results. One thing person said to me is what got you here won't get you there. So whatever got you to where you are right now, whatever level of success, okay, that's great, but that's not going to get you to where you want to go. You're probably going to have to pivot again and do something else to get you even further. I'm going to say that again. What got you here won't get you there. So simple, right? But so profound. Hey, I believe in you guys, man. Last Fanbase University call was absolutely amazing. It was so good. We went for over an hour, just training you guys, answering questions, really encourage you guys. So many people felt overwhelmed. Some people felt discouraged, didn't know where to start. And I just laid it out so clearly. If you do end up joining Fanbase University, go listen to the November 12th coaching call. Because if you missed it, we archive them all. And that one was just really good, really inspiring. And I think it helped a lot of people. And I think it'll help you. So go to fanbaseuniversity.com. And I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. So don't quit. Get that rest and go at it again. Cheers. So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.